Hey everyone, how are you? This is your very own Rasheedah Sule. I hope everybody is hearing me clearly. Let me make sure that the volume is on. How's everybody doing? Oh Lord. Yeah. Okay. All right. If you are watching me from YouTube, if this is your first time on here and you have not subscribed to my channel, what you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Get on the subscription. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that whenever I'm about to bring something else out, you'll be one of the first to get it. And hit the like button if you like what we're saying. Once again, my name is Rasheedah Sule, and I will be talking to us today again about Think and Grow Rich. Why? Because this is the month of September and the month that we've chosen in order to begin to prepare for what is going to be a fantastic end of the year and a fantastic beginning of 2022. Okay, so last week we talked on persistence. So this is persistent part 2. And the reason why I wanted to just, stay on this for a minute is because persistence is something that you must have in order to really, really do well in life. If everything that you're about to try, that you get into, so it doesn't work, and then you quit, and you quit, and you quit, that's the real definition of failure, is when everything you try, it didn't work for you, you quit. You have to have some type of persistence. You have to really horn in on what you want. Horn in on what you want. Really go laser focus on that which you are looking for. So I'm going to be reading from page, I have the complete classic text, and I'm going to be reading from page 232. 232. And it's really exciting that whatever it is that you're looking for in this life, if you only stay with persistence, you'll make it. You'll definitely make it through. You'll make it through. On here it says the only break anyone can afford to rely upon is a self-made break. Self-made break. These come through the application of persistence. The starting point of definiteness of purpose. Examine the first 100 people you meet. Okay. Let's say you go and you examine 100 people, the first 100 people that you meet, and ask them what they want most in life. For the past couple of months now that I've been going through this, and I've been asking people, what exactly do you want in life? It shocks me that a lot of people really don't know. A lot of people can't figure out what they really want in life. And I'm like, okay, so why are you working so hard? Why are you pushing? Why are you working so hard if you do not know what you want in life? Oh, to pay my bills, to take care of my kids. And then when the kids grow up, you want them to do better than you. Just like your parents wanted you to do better than them. But then you don't know what you want. And I'm going to read on. So examine the first 100 people you meet. Ask them what they want most in life. And 98 of them will not be able to tell you. They will not be able to tell you. If you press them for an answer, some will say, which I've noticed, when you do press them for an answer. Some would say security. Many would say money. Let me see. A few would say happiness. Others would say fame and power. And still others would say social recognition, ease in living, ability to sing, to dance, or write. But none of them will be able to define these terms. Or will they be able to give the slightest indication of a plan by which they hope to attain these vaguely expressed wishes? Riches do not respond to wishes. You want to have money, you want to be rich, you want this, you want that. But one thing I'm going to tell you is that wishing for it, it's not going to make it come. It's not going to make it come. I wish I was rich. I wish I was. You're wishing it, yeah. So what are you going to do to attain it? They respond only to definite plans. What you want in life only responds to a definite plan, backed by a definite desire through constant persistence. I was shocked when they said somebody did something for 10,000 times before he finally got it. What? 10,000 times. Not 1,000, not 100. I don't know, someone like me, I probably would have gave up at the 20th. 10,000 times did Thomas Edison try with the light. And he stayed on it until that which he was looking for came to plan. So what is it exactly that you are looking to do? What do you want? When we first started this whole, teaching you guys this thing or going through this book with you all, I ask you, what is it exactly that you want in life? What does your heart desire? What are some of the things that your heart desired? When you were a child, what did you want to do? Were you one of those who wanted to be a Superman, wanted to be a Wonder Woman? I know I wanted to be a Wonder Woman. What do you want to do? Do you want to live the life of luxury? Don't feel guilty if that's what you want. You can have it all day long. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty that you want the life of luxury. You want to wear good clothes. You want to drive a good car, live in a good house, and give back to humanity. Don't feel guilty. Don't apologize for that. If that's what you want, then you have to be very persistent. Very. Okay. It says, riches do not respond to wishes. They respond only to definite plans backed by definite desires through constant persistence. Okay, so if you're on here, if you're hearing me, because I don't want a situation where, because I did that once, I would just go on and on and on and on, only for them to say, Rasheedah, we can't hear you. So let me make sure that I can be heard. Let me make sure that I can be heard. I think I'm married. Let's talk. Let me see. Can I be heard? Okay. Okay. So you guys will watch. Okay, you guys hear me. Great. So you have to persist in the things that you want in life. You have to. You just have to. You have to. If you do not persist, then maybe it's not something that you want bad enough. And there's a story back here that's so interesting. So for ladies that are looking for an amazing guy, it's very possible. Why would you think that you're just in this world to suffer? Nobody wants you to be happy. God wants you to be happy. Your creator wants you to be happy. It gives him joy that you're happy. Okay, so let me just read. I don't want to talk too much and then not read what you guys need to hear. So how to develop persistence. How do you develop persistence? There are 4 simple steps. 4 simple steps which lead to the habit of persistence. They call for no great amount of intelligence, meaning that you don't need to have any kind of education to do the 4 simple steps. All you need to have is persistence. No particular amount of education is needed, but little time and effort is needed. And what knocks me out the most is the fact that a lot of things that we should do in order to get what we really want in life, many people don't do. Not like they don't know what to do. They just don't do it. And then they wonder. This one only asks for a little bit of effort and just a little bit of time. And once you do that consistently, you definitely see what you're looking for. So the necessary steps are, number 1, a definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. A definite purpose. I left my, if you look at the comment section, right? That's if you're on my YouTube page. If you're on my Facebook page, just look at the write-up. You'll see the link for Calendly. Set up an appointment. A lot of people are still not sure about their purpose. And you have to know your purpose in order for you to be persistent in that thing that you really want in life. If you don't have a purpose, don't worry about it. Because every time something else comes by, you're going to run after that. Every time something else, they say, oh, over here they're making $70,000. Oh, over here, come do this job. It's making $120,000. You're going to be running back and forth because you don't know what the heck you want in life. You don't know what makes you happy. You don't know what makes you happy. Do you know how many marriages have been really, really damaged because you're running after something that's not your purpose, and then when you get there, you're miserable? It's not in harmony with what God has called you to do in this life. So you're frustrated. And a lot of times when we're frustrated, who gets the other end of that frustration? Your spouse, your children. At the end of the day, not everybody can handle that. Not everybody can take that. So the best thing to do is to really sit down and write down like a shopping list. I've said this a couple of times, but just in case if you're just getting on my page for the first time, write it like you're writing a shopping list. When you go on to the store to buy something, to shop for the house or grocery shopping, write it down. 1, I want this. 2, I want this. 3, I want this. Don't worry about what it is. Just write it down. Just write it down. I want to travel the world. I want to wear designer clothes. I want to build a house 5 bedrooms. I want a car that has my name on it. I want to get up in the morning and have somebody to do my makeup. I want a chef in my house. What do you want? Play around with it. Have fun with it. What do you want? Write it down, right? And then please make sure you write it down before you schedule anything with me, because I'm going to ask you for that. I'm going to ask you for that because when we look through all of that, those are the things that I'm going to, ask you questions on in order for us to be able to get you to your final purpose. Everybody don't have the same purpose. So don't feel guilty that yours is not like somebody else. We ain't got the same handprint. So we ain't got the same. So the necessary steps are, again, the first one is a definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. Meaning, this must happen. This must come to plan. This must come to pass. This has to be done. 2, a definite plan expressed in continuous action. A definite plan. Now, don't get confused. Don't get all worked up. Oh, that's what I can't handle. I can't handle the plan. I don't know how to plan it out. I know I want to do this. I know this is my purpose. This is what I want to do. But then when you tell me to plan it out, don't worry about that. The reason why I say don't worry about the planning, because I don't want, if it's going to be planning, I don't want the planning of it to be what's going to discourage you. Because we already have some things that you can do on a daily basis. As long as you do it continuously, that you can do on a daily basis to eventually get you to where you want to be. So when they say definite plan, don't worry about it. We got you on that, okay? 3, a mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences, including negative suggestions of relatives, friends, and acquaintances. What am I saying? When you are on this journey to get to that place, to get to your happy place, when you are on that journey, don't allow anyone to tell you anything negative. You don't want to hear it. Don't even be in the vicinity. Once they are even talking on the phone and oh, here it comes, don't even, just find a way to be like, you know what? Let me call you back. Let me call you right back. You be like, let me call you right back. I'll call you right back, okay? I'll call you right back. You put that down. Don't let anyone get you on that journey. Don't let anyone take you down that road. Because while you are trying and while you are walking this walk, you think battles are not going to come. They're going to come left, right, and center. And it never comes from the people that you don't care about, because you can't be bothered about them. But it always comes from the people that you do care about. That's why it bothers you so much. So do not allow anyone to bring their negative conversations to you. You don't want to hear it. And maybe sometimes, if you know that maybe your spouse is the one that's negative, ask or tell him or her before you get on this journey. You're like, look, I'm about to get on the journey. This is what I want to do. You can tag along with me if you want. But please, give me this first month, this 30 days, because you really need them first 30 days to get really, really strong on what you're doing. Because you know how they say the first 21 days, once you've done something for 21 days, it becomes, a habit. So ask them to give you a 30-day period. Sweetheart, please, I ain't going to be able to handle anything negative right now, because I don't want a situation where those negative thoughts are what I'll be planting. If there's anything, whatever it is, bills, please don't, let's not talk about it. Please. Beg them. Beg her. Beg her. Because by that time, by 30 days, you should have gotten to a place where your habit, you're stuck with that habit. You're doing it consistently. So if anything should come later on, even though you don't want it to come, but you're much stronger now to handle and to put it away and to know exactly what to do in order to get it out of your head. Okay? So, but it's going to take you exercising the positive over and over again. And not to say that negative will not come. What you do when it does come is that you reject it. Immediately you say, you know what? I reject that. That negative thought that I just had, I reject it. Do not allow it to be planted. Because every thought is a seed. I remember somebody would say, "Oh, God is not that naive that he would answer something negative." Why does he have to be naive? Didn't he tell you that you have power? Did he not say in his word that the power is in your mouth? Say unto others what you want to say unto you. If you don't want it to be said to you, so why are you saying it? You're expecting God not to answer silly thoughts. How about you not think silly thoughts? How about you not say negative things? How about that? This is why we're learning. This is why we're learning. Okay, and then the fourth one is a friendly alliance with one or more persons will encourage one to follow through with plan and purpose. Meaning, in the beginning, you're not going to be able to do this by yourself. In the beginning, you're gonna need help. You know, not everybody has that discipline in the beginning. Not everybody have that discipline. Not everybody have that discipline. Try to find people, maybe that you know, maybe that you don't even know, that are also, you know, going through this journey. That's why I continually say it's good to be a part of either a mastermind, and in a mastermind is entrepreneurs, business mindset people that are aligned. They are aligned, and they will be there. They'll be like an accountability partner for you. And if you can't find that, then join our group, the Elite Creators Roadmap. And what I would do in that group is to help you to be accountable for what you said you want to do. Reach out. There's several groups. Reach out. Because if you're too shy to do that, then that means that you're very okay where you are. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this. Because you need that encouragement. It's really, really important. You need that encouragement. You need that encouragement. In order for me to start this, I meet up with a group of my colleagues, 6 a.m. in the morning. I was looking for that. I was looking for something that would help me, because I don't work corporate anymore, so I don't have to wake up so early in the morning and take care of the children, and the children are much older now. Thank you, Lord. You know, so I could sleep till later. But what I realized is that I was setting a lot of my appointments about 10, 12, so I can wake up at 8. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with waking up at 8, but remember, we're talking about habits that you need to have in order not to just be successful, but order to also maintain success. How do you maintain it? How do you keep it flowing, keep it going? Whatever got you there may not necessarily keep you there unless you're doing something very positive. So friendly alliance with one or more persons. So you can ask a friend who wants to go through the same journey with you. Be like, you know what? I'm about to go on this 30-day journey. I want to know my purpose. And after get my purpose, I want to put some plans, put some plans in place. And I need someone that I can be accountable to, someone that's going to really look out for me. You look out for me, I look out for you. And let's see what we get done in 30 days. It's going to be fun. Try it. It's going to be fun. So these 4 steps are essential for success in all walks of life. The entire purpose of the 13 principles of this philosophy is to enable one to take these 4 steps as a matter of habit. It has to be a habit. Remember, have a burning desire for your purpose. Have a plan of what you want to do for those 30 days. It's going to get you closer and closer to that purpose. Do not accept any negative gesture. Don't allow nobody to bring you down. Don't let nobody say, what's she trying to do? Who she thinks she is? Don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. You ain't got time for that. You don't have time for that. Okay, don't listen to that. Let's reject all of that because you're going to make it happen. You're going to do this thing. So these are the steps by which one may control one's economic destiny. These are the steps that lead to freedom and independence of thought. They are the steps that lead to riches in small or great quantities. They lead the way to power. They lead the way to fame and worldly recognition. These 4 things that I just told you. These 4 things that I just told you. That's really simple, but when you do it, and you do it consistently, and you do it with believing and knowing that it has no choice but to come to pass, and you are expectant of it, it will come. There's something that Kathleen said. I'll talk about Kathleen on here a little bit, right? Yeah. Or about Proctor. There's something that she did an illustration on when you're waiting on a thing. You see, when you start something, you may not necessarily see it like happening for you immediately. That's fine. Continue. That's what we call persistence. You're expecting it. You're expecting it. So it will come to pass. It will come to fruition. It will happen for you. But you need to be persistent. So the illustration that they made was, let's say, for example, you order pizza. You order a pizza. What are you doing while you're waiting for that pizza to come through? What are you doing? What are you doing? You have to make sure. I'm sorry, I have a meeting soon, so. I know she's probably on here watching. Okay. What are you doing? Sorry about that. You've ordered the pizza. It's for delivery. You're waiting and expecting. You're expecting it to come through, right? Yeah, you're waiting. So, you probably bring out the sodas, or maybe they're going to, maybe you order pizza, soda with it. You got your cup stop, maybe your paper plates. Maybe, you got some of y'all like peppers on your pizza. You waiting for the pizza. You ain't calling the pizza people like, where the pizza at? When y'all bring the pizza? The pizza not ready yet? You just called the people 5 minutes ago. No, the pizza ain't ready yet. We still on our way. We coming. They coming. They coming. So you gotta be happy. You gotta stay expectant, knowing that your pizza is coming. So with these 4 simple steps, stay happy, stay expectant, knowing that what you want is coming. When I heard that analogy, I was like, yeah, I can give you another one. Baking a cake. You baking a cake. You bake a cake, you put it inside the oven. You gotta wait till it rise. but you're expecting that it will rise, right? You go do whatever it is that you need to do. It's coming. It's coming. It's going to be rising soon. It's coming. And boom, once it happens, like, whoa. Because that's the problem that a lot of people have, is that they ask for a thing. They ask for something. That thing that you asked for, you got to believe that you're going to get it. Look at Matthew 7:7. It says, ask and you shall be given. Nothing in between that, though. He didn't tell you the time that you're going to get to you. He didn't tell you when you're going to get it. No, he didn't say that. But you got to believe. If you truly believe that there's a God, there's an infinite, there's a source, there's energy. If you truly believe that, then you have to also believe that what you said, what you've asked for, they heard it. They're not deaf, but they want you to wait in thanksgiving, to be expectant, in happiness and joy. Happiness and joy. Dancing around. Just dancing around. Everybody looking at you like, what the heck is wrong with her? They don't know what you're waiting on. It's coming. And by the time it comes, boom, knock you out the box. People be looking at you like, when did that happen? When? But hold up. When did she get a house? Hold up. When did she buy a new car? They don't know when you were praising. They don't know when you were waiting. They don't know what you're asking for. They don't know the ladder that you're climbing in order for you to get to your purpose. In order for you to get to that purpose. Be expectant. Continue to wait, believing and knowing that it is coming. But the moment you doubt, the moment you say, the moment you be like, you know what, God, I've been asking you for this thing and it's not even showing up. You just cut it off. You just cut everything. You just chopped everything off. You cut it off. It's just like that. It's not going to work. Because when you begin to doubt, you doubting someone who owns the heavens and the earth? That's who you doubting? It's discouraging. Can you imagine you have a child, and you tell your child, don't worry about it. You're going to get that bike. Let's say the child's birthday was around the corner, but the child is looking outside and all his friends are driving the bike. His birthday around the corner is probably maybe 2 months away. So you're thinking already, I'm going to get my son this bike. You were thinking that you'll get it for his birthday. But then the child comes and asks you earlier than the birthday. And the child is doing really good. Child comes to you and says, Dad, can I have a bike? And you're like, okay, when you think about it, I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. And that child begins to say, Daddy, thank you so much. I know you got my bike. I know you're going to give me my bike. I know you're going to give me my bike. I know you're going to give me my bike. And the child is dancing around the house, excited. Excited. And the siblings looking at her like, why are you so happy? I know something you don't know. I know something you don't know. And she chooses not to say it. But she's excited. Because she knows that her bike is coming. Now, even if you were thinking before that, you know what? I was really thinking about getting that child that bike for the birthday. It's 2 months down. And then all of a sudden, God just gave you an increase out of nowhere. You got an increase. Something happened. Money came through. Who do you think you're going to be thinking about? You're going to get that bike for that child just for the fact. The child is not coming to you saying, Daddy, you ain't gonna give me that bike. You ain't gonna give me that bike. You're not gonna give me that bike. But the child is like, Daddy, I know you're gonna give me my bike. I know you're gonna give it for me. I know you know, all of y'all got kids like that. Y'all got a child that just know how to wrap you guys around their fingers. And you, out of the joy that you see that this child has, you make that bike work. Let's even say money didn't even come through. You will find a way for that child to get what that child wants. Why? Because the child is expectant. The child is expecting. The child is excited. The child is happy. So during this time, be expectant, okay? Be expectant, be happy, be joyous. It says that these 4 simple steps, they are also 4 steps which guarantees favorable breaks. Favorable. Because while you have those 4 steps and you're going after those 4 steps and you're doing what you're supposed to do, favor will be coming left, right, and center. I'm reading it from this book. Favor will be coming left, right, and center. The steps that you need to take, your steps will begin to get ordered. Your steps will be ordered. They are the steps that also convert dreams into physical realities. So stop dreaming of where you see yourself and begin to follow these 4 steps with that dream that you have. Okay? There is a magnificent reward for all who learn to take these 4 steps. It is the privilege of writing one's own ticket. You're writing your own ticket in life when you take these steps, and of making life yield whatever price is asked. I have no way of knowing the facts, but I venture to conjecture that Mrs. Wallace Simpson's. Now, this is for all my ladies out there. Listen to this. Mrs. Wallace Simpson's great love for a man was not accidental, nor the result of favorable breaks alone that happened to her. They were not accidental. They were not accidental. There was a burning desire that she had. This woman had a burning desire. And what did she want? She wanted a man. And she didn't just want a man, she wanted a good man. Because there's a difference. There's a whole lot of men out there. There's boys to men, the men to boys, there's men, there's good men, half a man. All of that is out there. She wanted her a good man. It says that her wish for a great love was not accidental. There was a burning desire and careful searching at every step of the way. Her first duty was to love. What is the greatest thing on earth? The master called it love. Not man-made rules, not criticism, not bitterness, not slander, not political marriages, but L-O-V-E, love, is what she really, really was looking for. She knew what she wanted. Ladies, y'all hear my voice. What do you want in a man? Use the same 4 simple rules. What do you want in a man? Write it down. Everybody, I just want a man. I want somebody to love me. I just want a man. And then he come, and then he's a man, a physical man, but he's really not what you projected to the person to stay with the rest of your life. He's just not that person. So stop just looking for a man. Write some things down. What kind of man? She knew what she wanted in a man. Twice, when she had failed to find it. When they say twice, so I'm thinking maybe she's been married twice. So if you've been married once, twice, it's never too late now. Never too late for you to find You a fantastic man. Yes, I got mine already. Yes, I got mine. I prayed for that one. I got mine. But you know what I'm saying? There's nothing too hard that these 4 steps cannot do. Because what knocks me out is we will pray. But remember what it says, faith with no action. This is your action. You got faith. This is the action step that you need to take. You've been disappointed the first time. You were disappointed the second time. That's okay, God, it's fine. Those are lessons. You made a mistake, yeah. You thought he would have won. Bro man lied to you. He tricked you. He wasn't the one. That's fine. Do not allow family, society to tell you that you are not worthy of trying it again. Don't ever. Whatever is going to bring you joy, whatever is going to make you happy, then you deserve it. You are worthy of it. Whatever's going to bring you joy, whatever's going to make you happy. You are not on this land. You are not in this earth to just come work all the days of your life. Get on Facebook, and I mean, a lot of you, get on Facebook, y'all do y'all thing in order to make you happy. You are not just on this earth to work all the days of your life, take care of children, and die. No. Experience love. It's a beautiful thing. When you have someone to love you unconditionally, experience it. Twice when she had failed to find it, she had the courage to continue her search. To thine own self, be true to who you are. Be true to yourself. Who are you? Don't fake it. Who are you? Be true. And it must follow, as the night and the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Don't try to be who you're not. Men, if it's you that's looking for a wife, do not try to portray who you're not. Be true. Don't wait until all of a sudden you put a ring on it, then you get home, then you want to show who you are. You think she's not going to leave you if you're not the person that you portray yourself to be? Girls these days they're not. Be true to yourself. Show who you are so that you'll be able to meet your match. Her rise from obscurity was of the slow, progressive, persistent order. Hers was not fast. It didn't happen quickly. In the midst of her looking for love, she done made 2 mistakes. It didn't happen quickly. It said it was slow, but progressive. Progressive. Meaning that though it was slow, though she didn't see it, she was still expecting it. It was progressive. It was persistent order, but it was sure because she knew it was going to come to pass regardless. She don't care how it was going to happen, but she knew it was going to happen. God, I don't need the details. I don't need the details. All I need is I'm telling you that I know that this thing I'm looking for, you're going to make this thing happen. Put it in the index card. Carry it around with you. Talk to it. Be in a car, talk to it. Walk. You like, you know what, God, I'm looking at this purpose. I'm looking at this goal. I'm looking at this, and I know that you're going to get it done. She triumphed over unbelievably long odds. And no matter who you are or what you may think of Wallace Simpson or the king who gave up his crown for her love. My God, did y'all hear me? Did you hear me? A woman who's been married twice. She tried the love thing twice. It didn't work, but she never gave up. She kept believing that God would do it for her. And you know what happened? A king gave up his crown for her. Now listen, she is an astounding example of applied persistence, an instructor on the rules of self-determination. You were determined. All you saw was the end result. You ain't anything coming left, right, and center. You were looking at the end result. You were looking that happiness is going to be yours. You were looking at, you know what, this thing that I want a family. I want a husband. I want a man who's going to love me for me, who's going to know me for me, who's going to be there, da, 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 da. All of that. You made your list. And you were so determined. Man, you made your list. I'm tired of hearing, oh, there's no wife material out there. You continue to say there's no wife material. There won't be any wife material. You think in this whole world, ain't no wife material for you? Don't say that. Believe that there is, and trust me. Be persistent. She has self-determination from whom the entire world might profitably take lessons from. When you think of Wallace Simpson, think of one who knew what she wanted and shook the greatest empire on earth to get it. Women who complain that this is a man's world, that women do not have an equal chance to win. When y'all literally say, oh, women don't have an equal chance to win. This is a man's world. This is the man's world. You owe it to themselves. They owe it to themselves to study carefully the life of this unusual woman, who at the age which most women considered old, many of you are in your 40s, you think you're too old to get married. You're in your 50s, you think you're too old to get married. You're in your 60s, you think you're too old to find love. Why? Who said that? There's a lot of people out there, and what they're looking for is somebody that they can talk to, somebody that that can hear them, that they can be there for. They're there. But once you use your mouth to say the negative, that's all you're gonna get. Once you say there ain't no man out there, then you ain't gonna see no man out there. But the moment that you say, you know what, I'm gonna find mine, you're gonna find it. You get it. You're gonna get it. So it says women that complain, stop complaining. Stop complaining. This woman that they quote unquote called old captured the affections of the most desirable bachelor in the entire world. Let me chill for a minute and ask you guys this question. Who do you know in this day and age that did the same thing? Who do you know? Who do you know that did the same thing in this day and age? Because what's his name? Napoleon Hill wrote this book, 20 something is when he wrote this book. And this is what happened then. Who do you know in this generation right now that shook all earth, the entire world, and caught the heart of a bachelor? What did y'all say? Megan? Yeah, Megan. Megan. Prince Harry? My God, I grew up looking at Prince Harry. I look forward to seeing who he gonna marry. He married Megan. Fantastic girl. Beautiful girl. She had all odds against her. She had already been married before. She's older than him. And so many other things. And she's in America. And Mr. Man came all the way from his kingdom come. Met her. They dated for about 16 months and married her. So why would you think you don't have any chance? Why would you think you don't have any opportunity for you to find love? Because you keep saying that. The more you say it, the more you're not going to find any opportunity. Look at this woman. Twice has she messed up. Twice, it wasn't what she wanted. But eventually, the king, what of the King Edward? What lesson may we learn from his part in the world's greatest drama of recent times? Did he pay too high a price for the affection of the woman of his choice? Surely no one but he can give the correct answer. The rest of us can only conjecture. This much we know, though. This is what we know. The king came into the world without his own consent. He was born to great riches without requesting them. He was persistently sought in marriage. Everybody wanted to marry this dude. They had girls lined up to marry this king. And this woman, Wireless Simpson, she's somewhere looking for a husband. He was persistently sought in marriage. Politicians and statesmen throughout Europe tossed dowaggers and princesses at his feet. They tossed them. Marry this one, marry this one. This one is good. She's from a royal family. This one is good. Marry this one. No, he ain't married none of those. No. Because he was the firstborn of his parents, he inherited a crown. This ain't no fairy tale story, I'm telling y'all. I'm reading this from Think and Grow Rich. This book has made millions of people's lives, like, took it to another level. And they're telling me the story of something that we are all experiencing in this day and age. And the same happiness that happened for her can happen for you. Because he was the firstborn of his parents. Oh, and many of you know when the firstborn child, okay? Firstborn of his parents, he inherited a crown, which he did not seek and perhaps did not even desire. He didn't want it. He was born into kingship. For more than 40 years, he was not a free agent. When you're a king, you're not free. You have to do what's been laid down for you to do. He could not live his life in his own way, had but little privacy, and finally assumed duties inflicted upon him when he ascended the throne. They gave him a throne. He became king. Some would say, with all these blessings, King Edward should have found peace of mind, contentment, and joy of living. Some people feel like money is everything. And the reason why they think that is because they ain't got it. When you don't have a thing, you think that is everything. The woman was looking for love because she didn't have it. So the first two, she knew that, no, she's looking for love. And the guy, he had everything, but he wanted love. He didn't want to just get married just because status quo. I have to marry somebody just because. No. He was looking for love. With all the blessings, King Edward should have found peace of mind, contentment, and joy of living. The truth is that back of all the privileges of a crown, all the money, all the fame, and the power inherited by King Edward, there was an emptiness which could be filled only by the love of his life. Only by the love of his life. His greatest desire was for love. Long before he met Wallace Simpson, he doubtless felt this great universal emotion tugging at the strings of his heart, beating upon the door of his soul and crying out for expression. And when he met a kindred spirit, crying out for this same holy privilege of expression, he recognized it. And without fear or apology, opened his heart and bade it enter. All the scandalmongers in the world cannot destroy the beauty of this international drama through which two people found love and had the courage to face open criticism, renounced all else to give it holy expression. King Edward's decision to give up the crown of the world's most powerful empire for the privilege of going the remainder of the way through life with the woman of his choice was a decision that required courage. Decision also had a price, but who has the right to say the price was too great? Surely not he. He among you who is without sin, let him cast the first stone. I'm going to stop here. Amazing story. But I'm going to stop right here. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. Because the thing is, I want you to know that there's nothing that is impossible for you. But when you stay too long in a particular season, something is supposed to be just seasonal. It's supposed to pass. And this one shall pass. And this season shall pass. Something that is supposed to just be seasonal. When you remain in that thing, sometimes you don't know that you have become so accustomed to that season that you were just supposed to pass through. And that's what's happening to a lot of our people. The mindset, when we say poverty mindset, a lot of people don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear poverty mindset. But that's what it is. Or you're just comfortable where you are. I'm making 50,000, I'm comfortable, I'm okay. I'm making 100,000, I'm comfortable, I'm okay. When inflation kicks in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, will that amount still be okay for you? Because taxes, everything gonna go up. Let's even leave the money part. You've married once, you've married twice, then you don't want to try love again. Please, before you even try love again, go get some personal development taken care of. Make sure that you are sound, you are healed, and you are healthy to get into another relationship. That's my advice for you. But do not allow the society, your mother, your father, your sisters, your friends, frenemies, to tell you that you shouldn't look for love again. You shouldn't look for a partner. You're too old to have children. I know a woman who had triplets in her 50-something. That's not you. Whatever your heart desire, that's what the book said. Whatever your heart desire, what is your heart desire? What is that thing that it will be a burning desire that you want so bad? That you want so bad. That thing that is a burning desire that you want. What is it? Let us show you how to get it. I just gave you the 4 steps. A lot of people, they bought this book. They bought this book. They have this book in their house. They've read it. They just throw it by the wayside. They've read it. But they read it as if there's instructions. There's things that you should be doing in order to get to where you want to be. So that's going to be it for today. Okay? I want you to know that whatever you want in life, it's your life. The time will come where all of us will go and we'll meet up with our Creator. You're not going to be with your kids. You're not going to be with your spouse. You're going to be by yourself. And when the Creator asks you, how was your journey? Baba, I walked in. I got married. I had children. I built a house. I have several lands. If you even get that far. And some of you probably be like, it was so sad. All the prayers I asked you, you didn't give me anything. No. I sent people to you. Even Rasheedah, didn't you watch her on YouTube? You watch Rasheedah on YouTube. What did she say, dude? There are some laws. We have faith. The thing talks about faith. I think faith is the third one. After desire is faith. Faith is the second chapter. You need faith. You gotta have faith in order to get it. So you have faith, but you have to have the works. Faith, no work, is a disaster, is a disappointment. Faith with work, success, every time. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, if you're watching me on YouTube, if you have not subscribed, be a part of our family. We're going to go through this throughout this whole September. We're going to go through this. I'm going to be on here again on Thursday. Yeah, I'll be here again on Thursday. We're going to complete this book. We're going to talk a little bit more about it. So if you have any comments, any suggestions, anything, just put in the comment section. If you're not already in our free Facebook private area, get on there. Let's talk. All right. Take care. Bye. God bless you all. See you on Thursday.